almost 1 week, Vine tried to contact Hobie, but she couldn't. She was sad, not because Hobie rejected her, but because he's not ready to talk to her and accept her as a friend. On the other side, Sugar is still giving Jimin a hard time, but sometimes he behaves like a possessive person, which makes Jimin doubt on him. He still couldn't get the point why Sugar is behaving like this. Sometimes rude, sometimes possessive, sometimes weak, but he can feel care for him. In this one week, Jimmy became sure that there is something in his heart which is attracting him towards Sugar. Though Sugar is rude and cruel towards him, but still he can feel a softness and pain in his eyes. What's with him? I can't understand why he behaves like this. And what's wrong with my heart? Why does it beat so fast around me? I'm so confused. I wish you could be here with me. You know, I miss you so much. I miss all the things. I'm craving for you. I'm trying to hear your voice once again. But how can it be possible? Should I come to you? Jimmy was lost in his work when he heard some noises. He peeked a little and saw guards were going inside the house. Maybe Sugar called them. Jimmy came out of the kitchen when he heard two guards talking while going through the hall. Boss is really angry today. Seems like something big happened. That's why he called all the guards at the same time. Let's work quickly, otherwise who knows what he gonna do now. They both went from there while talking when Jimmy furrowed his eyebrows and he whispered, all guards? At the same time? What's so important? But wait, if all guards are inside, that means I can escape easily. Should I just run? But I still don't know where I am. But if I keep wasting my time like this, I'll lose this chance. Let's escape from here, Jimmy. Don't know if you'll get a chance like this again. Jimmy looked everywhere. There were not even a single guard. Jimmy opened the door and went outside. Then he again looked everywhere and ran towards the main gate. He went outside when he saw it was still safe. He was scared a bit, but that was the only option left for him. He couldn't go back inside. He didn't even know which way he should go, but he started running. He was running continuously for almost half an hour when some things flashed in front of his eyes. Sugar and his encounter, the time he spent around him, his torture, rudeness, cruel behavior, his possessiveness, anger, his touch, and his dark eyes. These things made his feet become weak and he stopped. He was hopping badly, then he sat on a bench beside the road. Why can't I run away? Why my heart wants to stop? Why is it hurting now? Why I want to stay here? Why? He was sitting there while shedding tears when someone tapped on his shoulder. He looked up and said, Hobie, you? I was going towards Sugar's house for an important work. I was in my car when my eyes fell on a person sitting on the bench nearby the road. First, I ignored him, but then I recognized the figure. I wasn't sure if it's Jimmy or not, but I stopped my car and came out. I tapped on his shoulder and it's really him. Jimmy? What are you doing here at this hour and how did you come here? He saw Jimmy's glossy eyes and he was shivering due to coldness outside. Then Hobie took off his blazer and covered Jimmy with it. I went from there. Huh? How did you? There are guards everywhere. Then he was shocked yet worried about Jimmy. Why you? Why cannot I run away from you? Why is it hurting this much? What? Seeing Jimmy's condition, Hobie sat beside him and hugged him. Are you not happy that you finally got out of that place? He asked while patting his back. I don't know. It tortured me, made me suffer, it hated me, but still why I cannot leave him? Why I want to be with him? Why his eyes always told me something else? Why don't? Because he is blinded by his anger. He doesn't want to see his feelings. Hobie said while moving away from Jimmy. He wiped his tears and smiled a little. I want to ask you why he told me. So, you are his best friend. You must have known, right? Why don't you ask him by yourself? I cried, but he didn't tell me anything. Then you should change your room. I know him, what he needs. What? Love. Huh? Your love. He needs your love. Wait, what are you saying now? How can I? I know you love him. Huh? I don't love him. I don't. Then why do you want to stay with him? I know it's complicated, but if you want to stay with him, then you'll have to change him. He's just blinded by his anger. I don't know what to do, he said while looking down with his steely eyes. If you want to go to your house, then I'll drop you. But if you want to go back to him, then I'm here. Just make your mind, okay? Well, it's cold outside. Let's get in the car. They both sat inside the car. Almost after 20 minutes, Jimmy said, "Let's go home now." Okay. He started his car thinking Jimmy wants to go to his house, but he smiled when Jimmy said, "I'm ready to fight with him." Fight or love? Whatever. He said while looking outside of the window. After a few minutes of drive, they reached there when Jimmy sighed. Hobie gave him a smile and they got down. Jimmy slowly opened the door of Sugar's room and went inside. Sugar was standing while looking outside of the window. "Didn't you go?" he said, still looking outside. How do you know? I gave you a chance to escape from me, but you again came. Well, because I don't want to leave until you tell me the reason, he said confidently. Sugar chuckled sarcastically while turning towards him. "You're such a fool. You had a chance and you wasted it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I hate you. Didn't I tell you before? Wait, I showed you how much I hate you. But I cannot see any hateness in your eyes for me. Do you again want me to show you?" He furrowed his eyebrows. "You know what your problem is? You're just a... Dare to say that again. I'll show you how far I can go," he said while clenching his jaw, glaring at Jimmy. "Wait, did my words hurt you? But how can a person like you get hurt? You are heartless, cruel, and just and egoistic." That's it, and Sugar strained Jimmy's neck, making Jimmy's back hit on the wall. Jimmy's breath stuck in his mouth. His face turned red due to lack of oxygen. He tried to push him, but couldn't. His eyes started shedding tears due to the tight grip on his neck. "Do you want to know how much cruel I can be?" he said and left Jimmy's neck. He grabbed Jimmy's hand harshly, pulling him towards the balcony. Then he jerked him off on the floor. "Now you'll know how heartless I am," he said and closed the door of the balcony, leaving Jimmy outside. It was snowing outside. Soon, Jimmy started shivering. He knew he cannot bear it for too long, but he didn't want to ask for mercy from Sugar this time. He sat in a corner, hugging his knees tightly. It's been now almost 30 minutes. Jimmy is outside. He is feeling so numb now, like his body will soon give up. He wanted to call Sugar, but his voice stuck in his throat. On the other side, Sugar was laying on the sofa thinking something deeply. Then someone knocked on the door. "Who?" "It's me. Can I come in? Need to talk something important." Hobie came inside and saw Sugar was on the sofa. He sat in front of him. "I wanted to talk about the doctors. They checked everything and asked to start the treatment from tomorrow," cried the security. He got up and was about to leave, but then he remembered something. "Where is Jimmy? He was here, wasn't he?" Hobie asked while furrowing his eyebrows. He would be here if he would have kept his mouth shut," he said coldly, making Hobie confused. But soon he understood. He asked worriedly, What you did to him?" He widened his eyes and immediately went towards the balcony. The scene in front of his eyes broke his heart. Jimmy was on the floor shivering. His clothes were already soaked in snow. Hobie instantly picked him up in his arms and headed inside. Then he made him lay down on Sugar's bed and covered him up with a thick blanket. Sugar was blankly looking at him. Then Hobie increased the temperature of room heater and covered one more blanket on Jimmy. Jimmy was still shivering. Hobie then made Jimmy sit on the bed, sliding his arm around his waist to support him. He noticed that Jimmy's clothes are totally wet. He started removing Jimmy's shirt. Don't worry, Jimmy. Nothing will happen to you. I'm really sorry that I told you to come back in this hell. He was whispering when Sugar gripped Hobie's hand. Then Hobie looked at him. What the hell are you doing? Can't you see his condition? His clothes are totally wet. He's shivering. If he'll be in this condition, his temperature will become more low. Just let him suffer some more. Hobie looked at him in disbelief. He again laid Jimmy down and placed Sugar. What did you say? The things you did aren't enough? God damn it, Young. Why you are so blind, huh? Just remove this blindfold from your eyes. I can't believe you are doing this to him. To him, whom you always protected. You are doing this to him, whom you loved? Is it your love for him that you cannot even see his purity? You cannot even see his suffering? Did you try to know if he did those things or not? No, right? He burst out all the things and again looked at Jimmy. Do you really think, Young? Do you really think he can do this? Can you just trust your love? See how he's suffering. You'll regret him. Do you know he could run away, but he came back again. Why? Because he felt your pain. But if you cannot see his pain, then let me do it. He said and again sat beside Jimmy when Sugar said, Leave him, I'll take care of him. He said with his numb eyes and low voice, because somewhere he knows that he's doing something wrong. Okay, take care of him. And please, Young, don't hurt him and yourself like this. He doesn't deserve your hatred, but your love. He said and left from there. Then Sugar immediately ran towards Jimmy and hugged him. He immediately went inside the blanket and took off his own clothes. He started rubbing Jimmy's back when some scenes flashed in front of his eyes. The day when he fell for him, he wasn't ready to go in that party, as he doesn't like. But because his brother insisted him and he didn't want to make him upset, that's why he went, and there he saw Jimmy. Sugar is standing at a farm. This is a celebs party and all the huge personalities and celebrities are here in this party. He was feeling so bored as he is alone here. His brother was enjoying the party with his friends. Then he came out of there and went to a rooftop to have some fresh air. He was going to stand there, but he heard someone's giggling. He looked around and saw a boy was crunching down and talking. But there was not anyone with him, nor he was talking to someone on call. Then Sugar noticed that he was talking to a flower. Sugar chuckled and stood there at a far looking at the boy. He couldn't see his face clearly, but could hear his voice. You know, I'm going to meet him finally. And you know, for how long I waited to see him. You know, everyone is crazy to have a look at him. But this John Jimmy is crazy only to see him. He pouted quickly. You know his voice. I've heard only a few times on call. And now I've made the honor of that deep voice. So I'm going now. And we'll meet later class. Okay? Bye! Jimmy stood up and left from there while smiling. Meanwhile, Sugar was just admiring him. This is the first time he saw him in person. His heart started beating faster when he saw Jimmy's smile. He was about to go behind him when he got a call and he left from there. I never thought I'll fall for him. My brother used to talk about him a lot, but I never gave any attention. But from that day, I started following him. I didn't know what was that feeling, but I really loved that. I always wanted to hold him, but I knew the difference between us. His cute behavior attracted me the most, but I didn't know that he can do something like that. I don't want to believe, but those proofs. He looked at Jimmy, who was now sleeping in his embrace. After some time, he slowly got up and came with a shawl. He made Jimmy wear his shirt and covered him up with a blanket. He kissed on his forehead and slept on the floor where Jimmy sleeps. He was feeling his presence there and drifting him to sleep. Jimmy awoke from his sleep. He was a little dizzy when all the scenes of last night were flashing in his mind. He found he was sleeping on the bed and Sugar was on the floor where he sleeps. Then he got up from the bed and walked towards him. He saw Sugar was sleeping soundly. He slowly tucked in his bed, making some space for him. He looked at his sleeping face, which was looking way more calm and beautiful. So, you love me now? Then why are you doing this? What's inside your heart making you do this? Sugar, I made sure your hate will turn into love. His hands automatically went on his cheeks, caressing it with his thumb. He snuggled into his chest, wrapping his hand around him and snapped tears. So you guys must be thinking how Jimmy came to know that Sugar loved him, right? Then let me tell you all. When Hobie was bursting on Sugar last night, Jimmy wasn't unconscious. He was still a little conscious and could hear and understand everything. That's when he heard Hobie saying that Sugar loved him. So I think you are clear now. Let's get back to the story. Sugar opened his eyes when he saw Jimmy too close to him, sleeping while hugging him. He didn't move an inch and was continuously staring at him. When Jimmy also opened his eyes, they both had an eye contact for some time. Their hearts were beating in a sense. Then Jimmy closed his eyes and snuggled into Sugar's chest, and Sugar widened his eyes. What are you doing? Sleeping. You were sleeping on my sleep. It's not my fault. I'm just sleeping. Here are you sleeping. If you have any problem, you can get up. He said and hugged him more tightly when Sugar's breath hit. He didn't expect this kind of behavior from him after all those things. Wine is sitting in a cafe with a guy named Fiona in front of her. Her father arranged this date as he wants her to at least get engaged with someone. He is continuously talking about money and other stuff, but she is all silent, feeling so bored. Let's order something, Wine. She nodded while giving a fake smile. They ordered the food, and after some time, some waiters came and served them food. A female waitress was going to keep the juice glass on the table when the whole glass fell on Wine. Wine and Sion immediately got up when that waitress bowed multiple times, saying sorry. I'm really sorry, ma'am. I'm really sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. Please forgive me. It's okay, miss. You don't need. Before she could say anything further, Sion interrupted them. Do you think your sorry can fix it? First you purposely did it, and now saying sorry? How cheap is this? Sion, she said she didn't do it on purpose, and she's saying sorry too. Why to split hairs? You don't know this kind of people, Ryan. They are just like this, cheap and... Ryan was now done with him. Listen, you girl, pay for this whole meal by your own, understood? But sir, how can I? Then let me call the owner of this restaurant. No sir, please. Please sir, don't do this. She pleaded when Ryan said, It's okay miss, you don't need to pay. It's not your fault. And, Sion, what do you think of yourself, huh? Is this how you behave with other women? I can't believe, she said and took out the money from her purse and kept that in the menu. Mr. Lee Seon-yoon, it doesn't matter how much rich you should be polite to other people, she said and was about to go when Seon-yoon held her hand. Just take my jacket. Your clothes are wet, Ryan. I don't need your fake concern. If you cannot respect other women, just don't show your fake respect towards me. And I don't need your help. So please, leave my way. She said when Seon came closer to her and was about to wrap his jacket around Ryan's shoulder when someone tightly held his hand to stop him. Didn't you hear what she said? Ryan and Seon looked at the person when Ryan whispered, Hobie? And who the hell are you interfering in her personal matters? Personal matter. He chuckled and wrapped his blazer around Ryan's shoulder when Seon again said, She's gonna be my wife anyways, so mind your own business. Do you really think like this? After knowing all this, do you really think I'm gonna marry you? I don't even want to be a friend of a person like you. Understood? Do you even know what are you saying, Ryan? Are you dumb or what? He said no, and no means no, Mr. Lee Seon-yoon. Hobie said while coming closer to Seon-yoon while patting his shoulder. He gave him a death stare and held Ryan's hand, dragging her outside of the restaurant. After walking for a while, Ryan said, Can you please leave my hand? Oh, I'm sorry, he said while leaving her hand immediately. Thanks for your help, Mr. Jang-ho. Why are you calling me like this? We are friends. Are you? She said while looking deeply in his eyes. Then she chuckles at me. Do you know, I did imagine rejection, but I thought, if you reject me, then we will be friends like before. But you, how easily you broke our friendship. It's not like that, Varun. Then what it's like? I was upset, not because you rejected me, but because you broke our friendship. I tried to contact you all day, sir, but you didn't even bother to reply. When it is okay, and thanks for your help, she said and left from there, leaving Hobie alone. Then he whispered, I didn't mean to hurt you, Ryan. I just don't want you to get into any trouble because of me. Sugar was in his office working on some files when Hobie came there. It's already 9. When will you leave? Just some more work. Well, how's Jimmy now? Sugar paused for some seconds when he remembered Jimmy. Why always talk about him? Didn't I tell you not to sneak into my personal matters? He stood up from his chair and closed the file. Not from now on. Wait, why are you so bothered by it? Because I love him. What? What the hell are you talking? Don't you know I love him? I love him. Don't shout on me. And if you love him, then what? Did you trust him? No, right? But I do. And how can you say that you love him when you cannot trust him? But I trust him. What's your problem, huh? How can you love him when you know I love him more than 2 years? I eventually fall for him. And guess what? I'll make him out of this house soon, with all proof. And then you'll regret everything. Are you kidding me? You know me very well, don't you? I am gonna drag him out of this hell. And I'll do it at any cost. He said while sternly making an eye contact with Sugar. Then he smiled and left from there when Sugar threw his laptop and old stuff here and there, making it a mess all around the room. He rolled like a lion and punched on the wall many times like a maniac. Jimin was working in the kitchen when Hobie also joined him. What are you making, Jimin? He peeked a little and stood against the kitchen counter while crossing his arms on his chest. I'm making my favorite kimchi. At least I'm free to cook. Are you okay, Jimmy? I mean, you wanted to go home, but I'm fine here. And about being here, I don't regret because I know I didn't make any wrong decision. He smiled when Hobie asked, so you realize that you love me? I don't know, but I just don't want to leave him. Just don't give up. Thank you, Young, and I'm glad you are always here to support and protect me. He said when Hobie patted his head softly, but he got shocked when Hobie kissed on his forehead. He was too stunned to react anything. Take care of yourself. Young is always with you. He said with his sunshine smile when someone stepped upstairs while wagging in anger. Can you guess who he was? Our Mafia King Sugar. Jimmy and I were talking when I saw Sugar came there. We both could see each other, but Jimmy couldn't, as he was back facing him. Then I got an idea, and I kissed on Jimmy's forehead. And he angrily left from there. I know, he is jealous for sure. And about me loving Jimmy, then it was just a lie. I love him, but just as a brother. I said that because I want him to know that he loves Jimmy. I think this plan will work. Jimin came inside Sugar's room and saw him smoking while standing in the balcony. He was about to lay down, but Sugar came inside and looked at him. They had an eye contact for some time, then Sugar said, Are you having fun with him, huh? What are you talking about? Acting innocent, huh? He said while taking steps towards Jimin. Just be honest with me. What's going on in between you and Hobie? Me and Hobie? He whispered confusedly. Did you trap him to get rid of him? Why would I? I had a chance to escape, but I came again. Do you think I'll do this cheap kind of thing? Then why he kissed on your forehead? He sternly asked when Jimmy chuckled. Are you getting jealous because he kissed me? Do you think I'm jealous? And why would I be? It's clearly shown in your eyes that you are jealous, Mr. Mafia. And why? Because you have feelings for me. Simple. Dream on. I'm not, because you love me, and I know that. He said, making an eye contact with Suga, when Suga came more closer to Jamie. I can never love a piece of like you. As soon as you know that, it will be better for you. Wait, what I did to you? Did I ever harm you? Did I ever insult you? Then why the are you doing this? Huh? You love me? You are in pain? Then why you are doing this? I'm a piece of right? Then tell me one thing I did wrong. Do you really wanna know? Are you asking me to tell you what you did? Maybe killing your best friend was just a simple task for you, right? What do you mean? Then Suga chuckled darkly. You killed your best friend and asking me to tell you what you did? You killed my Taeyong, huh? Hearing Taeyong's name from Suga's mouth, Jimin's eyes went down. He asked with his trembling lips. How do you know Taeyong? Who are you to him? I am the person who always protected and loved him. Min Young-yu, the one who raised him. And what you did to him, huh? You killed him. You killed your own best friend and still acting innocent. He said with his teary eyes when Jimmy was already in tears. He couldn't say anything. He couldn't believe what he heard. He was feeling so weak all of a sudden. His mind filled with past memories. Sugar left from there when Jimmy fell on his knees, bursting out. No, no, you cannot be me. You cannot. You cannot be Thayong's brother. You cannot be me, for whom I fell. You cannot be me, you cannot. His body fell on the floor like his soul is no more inside him. Tears were continuously falling down when his memories took him in the past.